Previously on Fire Emblem 7, Ironman. And now back to Easy Baby Mode.
It's another episode in the continuing saga of Duncan tries and fails at doing things that he enjoys, but whatever. Today I'm going to be playing a little bit more of the Fire Emblem 7 Ironman. I'm a little sick, but I've got nothing to do until I have to pick up my brother in like a really long time, so I just figured I might as well just get to it, have some fun, do some recording, so that I have some backlog for the YouTube channel over the next couple weeks. But in the meantime, let's get right to it. Right back into the game. Oh, you know what? I should probably just say that I'm live. Sorry for the quick little wait. There we go. Alright, so here we go. The last episode, we recruited a whole bunch of people. Urk, Sarah, Dorcas, I think. And then we decided to head out into the, towards Arafin, on our way towards Kalen. This is an Ironman, like I mentioned before. Doesn't seem like, I don't think we're really going to be losing anybody this time around. Honestly. Because these next couple chapters aren't too hard, but the last chapter might be a little difficult. Last couple chapters. Not that it would really matter, like I said, since this is Lin mode, even if somebody dies, I think I'm just going to have them stick around anyways, because they'll return later, and it would just be a huge waste of time. Smoke from the castle. Hey, what are those men doing? Oh, look, it's, Oh, wait, I actually don't remember what this guy... I feel like this guy has, like, he's a boss in another chapter, but I can't remember who he is. And up comes our buddy Wrath, our boy. Character who I don't usually use, but I'm figuring to use a lot more in this Iron Man run. I think he's also intended to be like the I don't know how exactly to describe it, but I think he's intended to be Lin's like her normal romance option, I think, sort of. But this is a really super weird chapter, just for a lot of different reasons. They have this whole system of standing on switches to unlock the doors, and that never comes into play ever again. So I guess the first thing I should do is I should probably talk about this character here. So Wrath, he's a nomad, which means he's a bow wielder on a horseman. Normally bow wielders aren't super useful, because they promoted to snipers who still use only bows. But Wrath is actually pretty good because you can use bows when he's in his pre-promoted or in his unpromoted class, but then you can also use swords when you finally promote him into a nomad trooper, which is probably the lamest class name in the game if I had to say so. Sorry, I'm just drinking some coffee. Had a headache all morning. Anyways, so I have these character images. It's not the right character. Here we go. and that rating's not correct. So what we got here is our buddy Wrath. As you can see, he starts at level 7 in Lin mode, and if you carry, it's kind of interesting, if you carry him from Lin mode into Hector mode, or Eliwood mode, he actually turns out worse than if you never played Lin mode, unlike pretty much every other character in Lin mode, who only gets better by you having them in the first this like prologue chapter. So if you look at his stats, they're pretty good. It's pretty solid, starting out 8 strength, 10 speed. He's going to be pretty much killing most of the things he hits if you give him something other than an iron bow. And his growth rates aren't too bad across the board. They're nothing like spectacular. I mean, 50% strength, let's be real, it is pretty good. It's pretty darn good. And 50 speed is also pretty solid. And since you could promote him in 3 levels, and by the time you get him, you'll probably have a couple of Orion's bolts hanging around, he's a pretty solid unit. He starts with C level bows, and so I guess I'm going to give him I'll give him an 8 out of 10. I think he's really solid. And the movement, being able to be on a horse and move 7 movement and then later on 8 movement, the utility, it's just too much to pass up. So that's my buddy Wrath. I don't tend to use him, but I'm planning on using him a lot more in this playthrough. And here we got a Dorky. Fitting that we pick it up with Dorcas. Who is this? That's Kent. I'll trade this door key to Will. And then I'll trade Kent the door key. Canto him up this way. Let's see, what's Urk sitting at? Through level 3. Alright, sounds good. We want to get, my goals for this playthrough is there's a couple of characters I want to get a few levels. Mostly Sane, Florina, Urk, Sarah obviously is a healer, and the next character that we're going to pick up here, some people would argue that you don't ever really need to level up this character because of his class, but I have always had really good luck with his level ups. I like swords even though they're not really a very good class to use. So I have a bit of a soft spot for this guy. So I'm definitely probably going to use him. Oh no, looks like Will's going to get hit by this mercenary. How tragic. I'll be honest, I'm a little disappointed that Sane can't double this guy. He's been getting really good level up so far. So I was hoping that he would be able to, but tragically not. Alright, here's the next character. Hey you, can I talk to you? Classic Matthew. Okay, why did you choose to ally yourself with me? Da-da-da. He's got a whole bunch of spooky reasons. I totally forgot. I don't know why I didn't think about this. This is how you're supposed to do this. I don't know why I decided to send Kent up this way. 2 more to find. Maybe it's because this guy drops a... Nope. Yep, so I just wasted my time. Whatever. It's alright. Alright, so Matthew. He is a thief. Thieves are a class that were... They're kind of interesting. In FE6, thieves couldn't promote, so they just hit level 20 and then they stayed there. So they would always be kind of weaker than most of your other units, so to speak. But in this game, they got a promote assassin, which is a really good class to an extent. But unfortunately, the only way to get an assassin, you get 1 promoted item, and it's very late in the game. But Matthew, I like Matthew a lot. Let's see. Here we go. He's one of my favorites. I know that I shouldn't like him as much as I do, but, I mean, you just gotta look at just the thought process of he can run around, he can steal stuff from people, he's your only thief for a good portion of the game, and I like his character. I just like a lot about him. I mean, you look at his stats, they're not super great. He only gives a 30% strength growth, so that 4 strength is going to hamper him a little bit. Unless he gets lucky with his level ups. But he's got 11 speed. That's the highest on our team right now, and that means that he's pretty much going to double anybody he comes across. And he gets 70% speed growth, so the chances of him doubling, it's very, very, very high. To be honest, I am a huge fan of Matthew, so I'm going to give him an 8 out of 10. I'm pretty sure everybody else would give him much lower scores, but I love Matthew. I think you should use him all the time. Screw me. Alright, so looks like that's it for this. Gosh, shit. Oh man, oh man. I'm just going to open up a LaCroix here. Oh boy. I am in bad shape today. It's okay though. So like I was saying, this is actually a super easy map because there's not a lot of enemies. And nobody freaking moves anyway, so it's not like it really matters anyways. There we go. Saying double him, but he kills him in one hit, so it doesn't even freaking matter. I don't even remember what level he's at. I should probably start giving him boss kills. It's level 7, and I want him to hit level 10 by the final chapter. So I should leave these small fry for these guys and probably start giving them, like, final kills, I would imagine. It's probably the best way to do this. If I do actually want him to promote by the end of the game. Alright, let's move there. Sarah's got some healing to do. I don't plan on using Dorcas, but you never know. So I'm just going to kind of move this group up this way to take on the boss. I guess I will open this door with Kent, and then I will kill him with Florina. There we go. Give Florina a little bit more experience. Flyers are just so useful in this game that I just want to make sure that she's at a level where she doesn't immediately die in the chapter that we recruit her in Elliowood mode. I'm just going to continue moving all of my units up this direction. Can I hit this guy with Wrath? No. Let's just hit him with Matthew. Yeah, Matthew will take some damage, but how else am I going to get him any kills this chapter? There's no, like, axe users, so it's basically fight this guy or nothing. It was pretty cool that he dodged that, actually. That was a pretty low chance to dodge. Did Florina take damage? No, she didn't. Well, that's too bad. Guess keep moving Dorcas in here, even though he's not going to fight anybody. Alright, let's just keep chugging along. Of course, Matthew will get hit here, because the chances of 2 71s missing in a row is very, very, very low. But it could happen if you were in a game like FE6, where the RNG is definitely bugged. For sure bugged, guys. Very bugged. Let's open this door. It'll reveal a chest. Let's just go up here, hit him with an iron axe, and then I guess it looks like Oh, come on, Dorcas, that was an 82. The chances of you not hitting that is so low. What is wrong with you? Alright, let's hit him with Lynn. And then if she doesn't pick up the kill, we'll give it to Urk. There we go. I don't even know, what level is Lynn at this point? 5? Yeah, she could do with some more levels. And there we go, Urk. Classic Urk with the turn-away fire. Bada bing, bada boom. Let's move Sane up here to take out the boss, and Sarah up here to heal Matthew. I don't actually remember what's in that chest over there. It's probably nothing good. Armor Slayer. Ah, right, so that I can kill the boss with somebody other than Urk. Which I think is kind of the intended method, because he just deals so much damage, since the boss has low resistance. Bah! Lindis and her cadre. When did you arrive? No matter, I shall deal with you. Take that, Bull. Who the heck names their kid Bull? Even in like a weird fantasy world with people like Urk. What a freaking weird name. Bull. I bet you maybe it's his last name. That'd be make a little bit more sense. There we go. Give the boss kill to Sane to get that extra EXP. Sane will definitely be very useful in the next map. And then after that, I'll probably like kind of hold back on him for a little bit. Oh, finally he gets the skill he's needed this entire game. Oh, thank God. I could finish this chapter this turn, but I think I'm actually gonna heal Matthew up first. The thing that you gotta remember about Lin mode is that any items you have at the end of the adventure, they don't carry over into the next game or into the next path. So if you have angelic robes like the one I just got or promotion items, that's that. Oh, classic. We've got classic racist nobleman asshole here now. Gross. He gives us. We get. Wrath joins us. Steals 5,000 gold. Racist assholes. You know what I'm saying? Don't need him. We're gonna keep on going towards Kalen with our prize in hand. I don't even know. Sometimes I feel like what's the word? Put emphasis on words that have zero need to be emphasized. I don't know why I do that. Alright, let's see. So who should we give the angelic robe to? I think I always tend to give it to Florina just so that she has a little bit more survivability. She doesn't really have a high growth either, so I think that's a good choice. I guess I will give Dorcas the extra items. So I'm not going to bring Will, and I'm not going to bring Dorcas. I'm going to bring Matthew and Wrath instead. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't even mention the angelic robe gives you, it gives plus 7 HP, so it's very useful for improving a unit's survivability by giving them more health. Let's see. So he's got a javelin. I'm not really using Kent at all, though, so I better give this to Florina instead. I'll give her the extra vulnerary, too. Alrighty. Oh, this is Siblings Abroad. I totally thought this was a different chapter. Well, this is a pretty easy chapter, so it's not a big deal. I see we're facing a shaman, Sir Dunk. We'll have to be careful. What? Who are you? And of course, we get the best girl, Lucius. What a hottie. 10 out of 10. Would like. Something nice about hard mode is he's automatically recruited, and in the base game you actually have to recruit him with Nils, which wastes Nils' turn, which it's a lot nicer that we don't have to do that. I'm definitely going to use Lucius a little bit. Oh, I totally forgot that I have 2 new characters. Man, I am just not really, like, thinking about this whole thing. Oh, Lucius! With the critical. Hey, well, that saves me time, so whatever you want to do, bro. Okay, so I'll talk about Nils first. I should probably stop skipping over the story so much so that you guys can get a little bit of a better idea. But again, this isn't meant for people who have never played the game before. This is definitely for people who know the game and just kind of want to see somebody play through it. Nils was being attacked. He's being chased by somebody called the Black Fang. He says that his sister has been captured. So being the nice gentleman that we are, we're definitely going to go and help, because why wouldn't we go and help? I'm trying to remember how this works. There's like a lock button or something? No. Whatever, I can't remember how this works. I did this last time, but whatever. Let's just go to... There we go, let's go with Nils first. As a bard, he literally can't attack, and he never makes any attacks. So, his growth rates and his abilities don't even matter. He's a bard, though, so his utility is incredibly useful. What that means is that he can spend his turn to give somebody else an extra turn, which is just so useful. Incredibly useful. So, I definitely think that the rating that is up here from previously is definitely true for him. I would give Nils an 8 out of 10. So then, the next character that we're going to talk about, Lucius. He's a monk. Monks use light magic, which doesn't hit as hard, but has a very high chance to hit, and pretty decent critical. You can see, compared to Urk, 5% critical on the lightning, 95% chance to hit. This has 90% chance to hit, 1 more might, and 0 crit. I think we can actually pick up a Thunder Tome somewhere in this chapter, or maybe we can see it somewhere, I don't know. And then the last one, Shadow Magic hits like a truck. It has very low chance to hit, though. Well, comparatively. And Shadow Magic is also the one that has like the most unique ones. It's got like Nosferatu, which lets you steal your enemy's health and stuff, so would highly recommend using all of your magic users. They're all pretty good. But Lucius. So if we're going to talk about Lucius, let me just pull him up here. Let's get rid of the rating. Lucius looks like a lady, but he's actually a dude. It's like a Fire Emblem trope to have these types of monks like this. He's pretty good. He starts off pretty strong. Level 3 monk. His base stats are solid for what his class is, and I messed up with the coloring on this one, but it's okay. He gets a really high magic growth, so he can end up being very strong. I like him a lot. Plus, he can support with some of the best units in the game. I don't remember exactly what I gave Urk, but I think Lucius is about the same. I think that him and Urk are kind of fighting for the same spot. So I guess I'll give him a 7 out of 10. Most of the units that you can get in Lin mode are pretty good, and he's no exception to that. Yeah, those are all the characters that we get in this chapter. We're going on down here to take on Ketchup or Mustard, whichever you prefer. And I think the easiest way to do this chapter, at least in my opinion... Actually, I've never done this before. This is totally just something new that I'm trying. So I'm going to bring... Look at how joyfully he jumps. Oh, truly, how joyful. So I'm going to drop Sane off here. I'm going to have the gang over here take on these dudes a lot quicker, while I have our secondary gang. It's just heal and fires. I don't need any of those. I'm going to have our secondary gang over here take on these clowns. Oh, there we go, Urk. Let's see, another good level up. Oof, that's not a good level up. He has less strength than Lucius at a higher level than him. That is not looking good for our man. Oh, shoot, that was the wrong... That's not how I wanted it. Well, it's fine. I'll just have Kent rescue Nils on the next turn. I don't want him to be so far back. Maybe I could have... No, I can't really do anything. I'll just move him here. Kent will rescue him and move as far ahead as he possibly can. We'll hit this guy with Urk and then kill him with Matthew. Alright, let's hit him with Matthew. Now that we have Nils, though, I have to decide, am I going to go for Hector hard mode, or do I want to do Eliwood hard mode? I was thinking of doing Eliwood hard mode, because I kind of wanted to beat this. But as I've been thinking about it more and more, I'm starting to think that it would be funnier and more enjoyable to try Hector hard mode. Because I've never actually beaten Hector hard mode, like... Well, I beat it once, and it took me a really long time with a lot of resets. So for me to try to do it with an Ironman run, I'd probably lose. Wow, that was really bad for a level up for Sarah, considering her growths. Well, it's okay. Alright, let's just get both of our dudes up here. I think that the shaman will go after both of them, yeah. And then we can just keep moving everybody forward. Ooh, I didn't realize this guy could hit Raph. Well, that's tragic. Excuse me. What's that whole frickin'... That's not a crit, right? No, yeah, he's 0 crit chance. Flux's animation takes so long that it, like... Sometimes it makes you think that it's something it's not. It's very scary. Alright, so let's just do this, yeah. So I'll hit this guy with Urk. Urk will take some damage, but it's okay. I already did this totally wrong, but it's okay. Oh, shoot, I didn't realize Matthew wasn't going to be able to kill him. Oh, well. That's fine. There we go. First level up for Matthew. Strength, 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 strength. Wow. I mean, defense is good for you, but would have liked pretty much anything else. I guess I'll... Boy, this is a real cluster heck over here. I don't know why I'm preventing myself from swearing. It's not like little children would be watching this Ironman Fire Emblem run. Should have just come after this guy with Lucius from the beginning. Oh well, it happens. Everybody makes mistakes. Everybody has those days. Alright, gonna have Wrath try to take out this barbarian. Oh no! My dude! My dude! What is this? Alright, Matthew, it's time for you to prove your stuff. Let's see, so I'm guessing these bandits will probably move first. Yeah, Matthew will be fine. The chances of him killing this guy and then somebody else hitting him is very low. Yeah, that's what I expected was going to happen. So I'm going to have Sane start moving in towards this guy. Can this guy hit him? No, that's good. Because I want Flurna to get this kill. And that's my buddy Connor texting me for no good reason. Shut up, Connor. Wow. Wow. 38%, and I missed with the 74. FE7. FE7 RNG bugged. Heavy bugged. Should be a good kill for Florina here. I made fun of her in my last episode because she sucks. Oh wow, okay, well, hey, oh man, that's what I tell you, that's my luck. Woot! That's why I'm the best. That was carefully calculated so that he wouldn't die there. Carefully calculated. Hit him with a short bow. Let's go, Wrath. Dodge it, dodge it, dodge it, dodge it. Matthew could dodge it, but Wrath can't. Man, that would have sucked if Matthew died. It would have really shown to the world how bad I actually am at this game. And that would have been no good. Oh, excuse me. Oh man, I am a wreck today. Well, I mean, I guess with good reason. But still. I guess let's just continue moving everyone forward. I guess Lynn will go over to this village and defeat this dude. Depending on whether or not I do Hector hard mode or just normal mode, if I do Hector hard mode, I have to go for the extra chapters. Even though that would make things so much harder, I have to go for those extra chapters. It's in my nature. This guy gives us something lame. Yeah, just a pure water. Which, I mean, is theoretical helpful against this boss, but not that helpful. In later parts of the game, I'll definitely be taking more advantage of pure waters than I am right now. Because the game just gets harder and harder. Although, according to people online, it's not that hard. But I sure find it very difficult, so I don't know what they're talking about. Doot, 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 doot. That is like a perfect level up for Florina. If only she got defense, it would have been best thing ever. And she leveled up her weapon level. What does that bring her to? C? That's good. Alright, buddy. Here's your chance to really shine. Maybe I should go at him with a sword, yeah. There we go. Who are you supposed to be? Playing the heroes in some foolish nightly romance. You might think you're helping the children, but you're only rushing to your doom. Well, shut up, Heinz. I never liked your ketchup anyway. Too much sugar. Really, Sane? Really? Boy, can't believe he would do that. And Matthew, oh, I left him with the Armor Slayer equipped like a flippin' noob. Alright, whatever. Alright, just kill this guy, please. That was just so much more painful than it needed to be. So much more painful. Let's see, Urk's already level 4, so Lucius needs to get some experience in. Lucius is just too strong in these early chapters. His light magic is always going to hit, and with his high magic stat, it's always going to deal a lot of damage, so... Too strong. Let's dance for Lynn. Lynn's got to get like at least 1 kill per chapter, otherwise we're in bad shape. Ah, she can't even make it. Well, it's fine. Do 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 do. Alrighty, let's just keep moving our dudes down. Come on, Sane. This is all on you, bro. You can't let him hit you twice and only hit him once in return. Really, Matthew? Really, Matthew? You're making me regret singing your praises earlier. I'm gonna have to come and take this guy out with somebody else. That would be very embarrassing. And that's not what I want to see. That's no good. Alright, that's... Really, bro? 53 is not that low. You just suck. Alright, come on, Lucius. Show this loser up. That's what I thought. Way better than Matthew. I've reevaluated my opinion on Lucius, and he is a 10 out of 10 unit. 10 out of 10. Nils is going to keep dancing. I feel like I keep saying this. If I wanted to get all the secret chapters in Hector hard mode, I have to bring Nils up to level 7 in Lin mode, which is the stupidest requirement for anything ever, but what can you do? That's the requirement. Do, 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 do. Come on, Sane. Just hit him. If you hit him, it's all over. You get the kill, you get the experience, you get the level up. That's what I'm talking about. You're only striking at air. You're too late. The girl is already... Well, They're already dead, so who even gives a crap? The only thing I wish he was getting is skill, but that's okay. Oh shoot, that ends the chapter. Oh, I wasn't paying attention.